Last week may be one of the hardest weeks to choose a player because all these 5 MSPs, even including goalie, are great. But EA absolutely nailed it, and this week's MSPs are even better. We have 4 great MSPs and a goalie. We have Mark Messier, Brett Hall, Paul Coffey and Rob Blake. And we also have Marc-Andre Fleury, who yes, is a goalie, but his stats are really good. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another NHL 25 video. Gallery of Greats Week 2 is out, and as always, we can earn 1 player for free or even more if you grind the game. So today I will break down the content, we'll talk about how many collectibles you can earn, and why I believe that this is the best week to actually grind your chores. Without losing any time, let's jump into it. Let's start with Rob Blake, right-handed defenseman, 6'4", 220. No need to say that the card on paper, even without any synergies activated, is great. 2-way defenseman and agility boost. Let's say you activate both synergies, you can boost the endurance, balance, agility, offensive awareness, defensive awareness, and even stick checking, but the stick checking is already at 99. Superstar ability, thunderclap, and shutdown as a zone ability. With 99 body checking, 99 stick checking, and 99 slapshot accuracy and slapshot power, this card may be one of the best right-hand defensemen. And for people who have Axel Sandin Pellikka, it would be a hard choice to move him to the second pair. But personally, I think with his size and his attributes in general, this card is really great. Next one is the goalkeeper, Marc-Andre Fleury. Really interesting choice considering he's still playing in NHL, but again, he is one of the greatest for Pittsburgh Penguins. Speed boost and agility boost, superstar ability will be light work, and zone ability will be post to post. On a paper, 6'2", not the tallest goalkeeper, so I would not really recommend using any goalkeepers below 6'3" or above. But if we look at the quickness, speed 99, agility 99, there's really nothing more you can wish for a goalkeeper. I really would like to know, for people who try this goalkeeper out, is he good? Can he make saves? Because we all live and play the game with one idea. No goalkeepers below 6'3" are actually usable. I want to see someone who will tell me that goalkeepers below 6'3" are actually good. Aggression is also solid, 65, rebound control 90. Like I said, on a paper, a perfect goalkeeper. The only issue is he's quite small. And we finally also have New York Rangers MSP, Mark Messier. Not a lot of people will like that he's a power forward and he also have defensive boost, but considering his superstar ability is silver quick draw and zone ability is unstoppable force, already with 99 faceoffs, 6'2", 210, he's probably the best center we currently have in the game. He also have 99 strength, so basically with zone ability activated, there is no way you will get the puck away from him. I'm quite disappointed to see that his shooting is so low and also the skating could potentially be better, but 99 balance. Again, this guy basically is holding on puck and don't you dare to get the puck away from him. The reason why I think he's the best center in the game is because he's the biggest and he also have 99 face-off. A lot of people would ask, is Mark Messier better than Steve Yzerman? I probably would say yes, and it's not because I'm a biased Rangers fan, but just because I use Steve Yzerman in so many games, and yes, if you use him on the wing, he can score a lot of goals, but in a center position, for me personally, he's way too small. And the hell has frozen because EA finally gave us a right-handed winger, Brett Hall, sniping forward, and you don't really need it because look at his shooting stats. Every single ability is 99. So it means whatever goalkeeper your opponent is using, as far as he's getting a puck in front of the net and no one is screening it, there is no way he's missing it. He also have agility boost, and if you activate that, you can get the agility and balance up all the way to the 93. Even considering he's only 5'11" and 205, it's still very decent size for his attributes. Superstar ability will be Schneip and 1T will be a zone ability. I actually use 1T ability quite a lot, and one of the players I use 1T is Mateiko, and he scores so many goals. I also remember earlier in the game when I just got Jack Eichel and I activated 1T, you still can score. I don't think you can really get your forwards very easily, let's say on a blue line, but they will stick around on the face-off dots, and if you get that puck to the player, there is no way he will miss that shot. Another thing to point out, 99 offensive awareness, 97 durability. In general, the card is good, but defensive stats are quite mid, so basically this guy will be someone who will skate a lot and shoot a lot. Defensively, he probably will be a liability. And the last MSP from this week's release is Paul Coffey. Offensive defenseman and defensive boost, with superstar ability tape to tape because he's one of the greater passers, and zone ability elite edges. Another great left-handed defenseman. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, endurance balance 87, and agility 99 without any synergies activated. The shooting is also very good for a defenseman. The hands are not bad. The 99 passing, and let's say if you activate superstar ability tape to tape, I just cannot see how he missed a single pass. I was probably expecting a little bit better defensive stats, but with zone ability, elite edges, superstar ability tape to tape, and considering they all are free, this card will still be good. A lot of people will ask, is Paul Coffey better than, let's say, Ray Bourque? Because Ray Bourque have a heat seeker. I personally probably would say that Paul Coffey is better, just because I like the abilities more. I'm a big fan of tape to tape, and I never really want to spend my ability points this year on tape to tape ability because everything costs 2 ability points. But because this card have a free abilities, I probably will make him as my third MSP this week if I will be able to. Just need to grind the game a little bit, but he would replace place, Quinn Hughes for me 100%. As always, we also have lower overall cards, and when I say lower overall cards, everything all the way to the 88 overall Gallery of Greats cards will probably be just the cards for teams or to help you with objectives. But look who is back, 88 overall Mike Gartner. For people who have his team builder know that this card is insane. He probably will be bumped off the puck very easily, but if he gets the puck, his speed, the quickness and even hands were insane. Because if we look at the stats, 6 foot, 190, sniping forward and deking boost. If you activate the synergies, then there is no need to say that hands and shooting are great. Superstar ability, wheels and zone ability, elite edges. Unfortunately, you have to pay for these abilities because they are not free, but the skating is 92 speed, 93 acceleration, balance 87 and agility 88. You can see then they definitely made the skating worse than his team builder because come on, 82 endurance. This guy basically will fall over if you will play any outdoor game because of the wind. The checking stats are also quite mid and the defense is quite mid. If I look at all the 88 overall cards released by EA, I probably would say that Jaromir Jagr is the best one, but Mike Gartner always plays good. We also have Brian Trottier, and I'm pretty sure I pronounced his surname wrong, 5'11", 195 with two-way forward and power shooting boost, superstar ability, close quarters and born leader as a zone ability. This card have a little bit more balanced out skating stats, shooting is also great and hands are good. I don't know. Yes, Mike Gartner is fast, but at the same time, I think Brian's stats are more balanced out and this card probably would even play better. And I'm just talking about what I think and the cards I would prefer. If you disagree with me and think Mike Gartner is much better than this card, that's fine. Just go and use the cards you like. We also have 5 new World Junior cards from Czechia, Sweden, so if you're a fan of World Juniors or basically finally they released your favorite card, this is the time to get them. Because for example, Felix Undersorum, again, I don't really know how to pronounce the surname, I think I did close, have playmaking forward and pinpoint shooting boost. If you activate both synergies, you can boost the slap shot accuracy and wrist shot accuracy. The hands are really good, the skating is good. But one thing I don't understand, why 81 balance? Come on EA, make these cards really good. Zone ability will be elite edges. On a paper, not a bad card. Will he make a lot of people's teams? No, but he's also a right-handed winger, so keep that in mind. In talking about the World Juniors, Delort Dworski received an upgrade, so now he's a 92, also have one more synergy, so now he have deking boost, pinpoint shooting boost and two-way forward. With 95 face stats, this card is good at 6'1". Also decent skating, decent shooting and decent hands. Puck on string, elite edges and make it snappy, so for people who made this card, they should definitely be happy. Edward Sale also received an upgrade, 91, and he's still in the tournament compared to Dworski. Playmaking forward and pinpoint shooting boost. Again, really good skating. Yes, the endurance is only 85 and balance is 86, but these are World Junior cards and EA really never boost these attributes. Shooting is great, hands are good, tape to tape and zone ability close quarters, still great card in my opinion. And even if you have a lot of left-handed wingers, this card still can make your lineup because 91 he's way above the overall curve. And of course, it would not be a video where I would show you Eric's Mateiko also receive an upgrade. What a tournament for Team Latvia. Yes, they are eliminated and they were so close winning Sweden, but you know, I understand they don't really have enough skills, power forward and also pinpoint shooting boost. At 6'5", 210, this card is insane. Make it snappy and zone ability 1T. The skating is all good except the endurance. If you look at his agility and balance, that's great. The shooting and hands are also good. When I use this card, he reminds me of Chara. He feels so clumsy, but because of his long stick, it's just so difficult to get the puck away from him. He's on my first line and probably will stay there for a little while, and that's because I'm trying to use my favorite cards. A lot of people were so upset when they get Mateiko in their B&D set, but now they probably are laughing. So now let's talk about what can you get by grinding this week's shorts and how many MSPs can you actually make. There are some changes to the moments, because last week the last moment with Steve Yzerman only got you 184 overall Gallery of Greats player. This week if you complete every single moment, you'll end up with 20 collectibles and one random 86 overall Gallery of Greats player, so that's a bonus. For people who struggle to get this moment done, I basically always go for 2 goals and then 1 empty netter. Same thing I always do with, let's say, assists. If I'm struggling to get a 3rd point or 3rd assist, just score 2 goals or just get 2 goal lead, whatever the score is, and then just go for an empty netter because that guarantees you 1 point, 1 goal or whatever you need. If you completed the moments, it means you already have 186 overall card to use for objectives, and that's where we are heading next. By completing every single objective, you will get your second 86 overall card. And of course, you also will get some 82s, 80 overall card, 84 overall card, which is needed to trade in for an 86, and you also will get 15 collectibles and 1 random 84 overall card, but unfortunately it's a B&D, so you cannot use it in the set, but it will definitely help you with objectives. One one thing I want to say, I'm not really a fan that you can get week 1 cards as well in these packs, because so many people are pulling the same card again and again. Because it's a B&D, at least make it and it's from this week. Because let's say you pull the same card you pulled in week 1, you cannot even use for your objectives, so that's a nail in my opinion. And of course, it would not be an event without a wildcard. There are really no changes to the wildcard, so again, we only get collectibles by completing every single tier, and again, we only have 12, so it's 10,000 points you need. You'll get 41 collectible. And the good thing about the wildcard this week is that you can try a lot of new MSPs. I tried every single MSP from week 1 already, so I really wanted to try out new MSPs from this event, just to see maybe there is someone I want to make more. So you can basically draft 3 MSPs in this event. For example, you want to try out the goalie, go and try him out. You want to try out Rob Blake, also go and do it. And I know the gameplay in wildcard is absolutely different than it would be in champs, because even the skill level is different. And yes, we all know that wildcard is the most sweatiest mode in NHL video game, but at least it's an opportunity to try out some of these cards for free. So if you completed all your chores, moments, objectives, and also wildcard, you will end up with 76 collectibles, 2 85s and 1 84. After that, you can exchange your 76 collectibles you earn from your chores and get yourself even more 86 overall cards for any of the MSPs. I know a lot of people go for this set. If you really don't need any of these MSPs and you just need coin, then this is the best set to go after. Also, a lot of people are just not making any of the MSPs and just hoping that they can save enough fodder for Team of the Year. Then in my opinion, this is the best set, but it costs you 40 collectibles. I personally think having new MSPs each week is more refreshing. I like trying out new players, I like using new players. Saving for Team of the Year maybe is fun for some people, but not for me, so I will not really save. I will trade all my collectibles for 86s, and then I will just go and make as many MSPs as I can, because they all have free abilities, and they will offer you so much line of flexibility. Like Mark Messier, 100% will basically stay in your line for a very long time. Even Brett Hull is really good, because we don't have a lot of good right-handed wingers. Paul Coffey is great. Rob Blake is probably one of the best right-handed defensemen if you don't have any fantasy cards and you just picked up the game recently. And the free zone ability for every single MSP is just a bonus. And yes, you can still make week 1 as well, so if you don't know who to make, I will make a separate ranking video where I will try out every single MSP again, and then I will talk about week 1 MSPs, which I already tried, so there is a video on YouTube if you didn't see that, and we will do the same thing with week 2. And then I probably will be able to say which is the best player, but I think this event is probably the hardest to rank any of them, because they all are so good. It all depends on your team, it depends on the players or positions you need, because every single player will be great in their positions. The only question would probably be, is Steve Yzerman better than Messier? Is Ray Bourque better than Paul Coffey? Is Sergei Zubov better than Rob Blake? And obviously the same thing goes about the goalies. In week 1, the left-handed winger was Sakic, or you can also use him in a center position, and this week we don't have a left-handed forward, we have Brett Hull, so obviously I think this is a must-make card. And the last thing I want to talk about before we end is the new team builder packs. Team builders are absolute awful this year. Maybe because they're just releasing them too late. If they would release the team builders, let's say months or 2 before they actually do that, those cards will be insane. When they release an 89 overall team builder and when all the MSPs are pretty much 89, then it doesn't really give you any benefit and they don't have a free zone abilities. So with these MSPs and team builders, like, I don't know, as far as they're not your favorite players, I would not recommend making them. But at the same time, if you do want to do it, then there are 2 packs in the store. For 120k coins, you can get yourself 186 overall card. And let's say you want to try out my Gartner. This is your chance you could potentially get him. Or if you want to make, let's say, an 89 overall team builder, you can buy this pack for 120, and you can also buy 3 of these packs where you get 2 random 83 overall team builders. So if you buy this pack 3 times, that's basically another 86. You trade both these 86 overall cards in and you get yourself 189 overall team builder. So that 89 overall team builder would cost you 250k coins. I know it's a little bit less, but let's say 250k coins, that's what it is. And if we look at every single team builder and our teams and the MSPs we are getting, you know what? I would actually say that Shane Doan is probably a good card to pick up now, because we don't have a lot of right-handed wingers if you don't have any hologram icons, and his card is actually not bad. When I was doing my ranking video and when I was just talking about the team builders, I was saying that this card is probably the worst, but now, you know what? I think I changed my mind, and if I will make one more team builder, then this will be the guy I will pick up. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know down in the comment sections below, who are you making from week 2? What do you think about the event in general? And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a good one and see you on the ice.